people. Some people.
Without muting the mic. No, didn't even acknowledge it. You know, how old are you? He was honestly confused when you questioned him on it too. Like,
I hate it when like people try to gaslight me into believing that absolutely absurd, crazy shit is just completely normal.
watch this. He's gonna scream at us to get a real job.
Okay. All right, Justin, you got a little music taste there. Remember, I remember you did this a while ago. Could you turn the music off? Dude, hi, Justin.
What's up, losers?
Not that much. How about you, bro? How you been? I want to talk. Let's talk, man. How you been? Seriously, I'm in it.
I'm all right.
All right, all right. Yeah, what you been up to? You doing anything fun over the weekend?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. All right. What do you like to do for fun? Like outside of work? What's like your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby is umpiring if I get a fucking clearance from my fucking doctor.
Wait, what? Clearance from doctor?
Yeah, I gotta get cleared from my doctor. He won't clear me because of my knee.
Clear you for what?
I tore my meniscus.
Do you need like clearance from a doctor to go back to work?
Yes, I do. For that, I do.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I that's a big struggle. Um, that does really suck. You know, you could actually see you might be able to apply for Social Security benefits while you can't work because of a medical related issue.
Nah, man, I got a backup job. I'm good.
Oh, there you go. There you go. All right, Justin. See, we could humanize each other a little bit. You know, you're a real person that works a job.
Justin, what are your thoughts on the TikTok ban?
I don't know. It doesn't bring me money like it does you guys. So they could ban it. They can't. Whatever. It's not hurting me in any way. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt all you creators that
Yeah.
depend on this. The ones that the breakers, the people that sell like the baseball, football, and all them cards. People that sell like the smacking sunflower seeds. It's gonna hurt them. But
Yeah,
me,
so it hurt. It's so there's about 1.3 million like small businesses and 2 million plus creators that have an income reliant upon TikTok, TikTok Shop, etc. Like, do you support like the idea that we like shouldn't ban TikTok to disenfranchise millions of people?
it depends on what you guys do for a living. You know,
I mean,
like.
here, how about this? You know, I understand like a disdain that you might have towards me and Parker because we hold different political beliefs than you, in the same way I hold a disdain towards someone like Ben Shapiro or Charlie Kirk. But like ultimately speaking, like I don't think that Charlie Kirk should lose the rights to his website. You know what I mean? So maybe we could
Exactly.
kind of come to the middle and say that, you know, nobody, regardless of their political orientation, should lose the right to express themselves on TikTok as long as they're following the TOS.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And
Oh,
and
wow.
some way I do agree with that. Yeah.
Man, Justin, this is the first time that we've agreed in forever, and I think it's awesome, man. Look at that.
Dean, it's 2025, bro. I'm turning over a new fucking leaf. Fuck all this shit, you
You
know?
know what? I support that. I actually really do support that, Justin. I could really get behind that. I say, not just you. This is about me. This is
You
about
guys
everybody. Let's like
you
all
guys are
like put it.
Democrats, it's fine. I'm a Republican, I like French bulldogs. You guys might like Rottweilers. Hey, fuck it, you know? Let
Dude,
bygones be bygones.
well, I like that attitude coming from you specifically. Yeah, that's awesome. That's good to hear. And I think when we could kind of you know, bridge that gap of, you know, just saying we're both humans with different beliefs, it creates the opportunity for us to have very real discussion about why we have different beliefs, which could ultimately serve to the greater purpose of humanity to chase truth.
And you know what? And I'm gonna be honest with you, Parker. I'm sorry for what I said in the past, bro. I'm sorry. Take it if you want. Say I'm full of shit if you want. I don't care. But Gene, same with you, bro. I apologize. I'm apologize for everything I did in the past. But let's just start over. 2025, new year, new me, new you guys.
You know,
Let's
I think that's awesome,
You
Justin.
know what, Justin? I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's really cool, man.
because it takes a bigger man to admit his faults than to keep going at you guys and saying get a real.
Yeah, you know what? Sure. You know what? It does, and I can appreciate that coming from you.
Because I know in the past, I was an asshole to you guys, but you know what?
Up here and say a lot of similar stuff to you. You don't have a real job, grifter, etc. But then one day, me and Blown had a very chill conversation about what he believed in and why. And now he's like a raging Democrat that loves what we stand for. And I just think it's such a cool story. And I see it time and time again. There's this other guy named Big Country. It was a redneck hillbilly deep in the South. Hated me. He'd fuss to his wife about me. And then Big Country turned out to be one of like the core tenets of the movement we got going on here, as a prime example of how maybe having a more open mind can serve to a greater purpose. And that's a foot in the right direction there, Justin.
Justin, I do have a question though.
What's up?
You know that I can see your comments that you've sent on this live, right? Like you sent, would be really cool if you two got real jobs.
Yeah, I was just fucking around, bro. That's why I said I apologize to that, bro.
No, you're good.
You
Don't
know.
worry. I was just saying, like, no, I get the apologies. I get turning over the new leaf. It's like in 2025, but like, it just kind of sounded like you did that, like, literally like a few minutes ago.
Oh
I
yeah.
appreciate
Gigi,
it. It's okay.
I
I
appreciate
forgive
it
you.
though. We forgive you.
hey Gigi, get over here. Sorry, my French bulldog's freaking putting her nose in freaking dirt.
All right, you go deal. You go deal with your French bulldog. I appreciate it, Justin. Have a good day, man.
You too, man. Bye.
What the fuck? That's crazy. Are you kidding me?
Rarest fucking sight ever. For
Real.
real.
That's like insane. If you're a pretty consistent viewer of the stream, you know Justin. Wow.
I know, right? Yo, what's up? How old are you?
20.
Did you vote Trump?
I did.
What's up?
I'll
And
be
Zoe, thank you
honest.
for the
I'll be
dollar, and
honest.
Erica, thank you so much for the dollar. Thank you so much.
Sorry.
Still through Venmo and Cash App and PayPal. Yeah. Sorry, go for it, Patrick.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. The reason I did, and I've kind of changed my mind on it a little bit because of you guys a little bit, is because the economy was better under Trump. And I think that was one of the reasons why I ended up voting for him.
Yep.
But I've kind of seen how he's kind of, those things he's done are kind of like contradicting what happened with him back then. If that makes any sense.
Okay, so what is the reason why you like Trump?
I don't like him him necessarily. I just like what he did back in when he was president, I guess. But I've kind of seen your guys' side of it, and it's kind of changed my mind a little bit. Just like the economy being better, and like what he did back then. But honestly, I've kind of just not liked that he's just been an asshole and just terrible person. And I've kind of seen that from your guys' point, and I've kind of done some research on it. So, I mean, it was mostly because the economy was better. That's kind of how I saw it. And then when I came up here and listened to you guys, I kind of like saw your guys' views. And yeah, sorry guys, I'm really nervous. I don't know why.
Okay, so you regret your vote with Trump?
Yeah, I do a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Appreciate you coming up, man. Patrick,
Yeah.
that's a W. We appreciate that. It's really
Hey,
good to hear,
Parker,
man. That's the whole point of these.
It's up to you. I don't have a preference. I was just thinking like there's like pretty high levels of volatility in the algorithm, which could like head towards like a higher.
Hey, Dean, I want to lick your bald spot.
Dean, wait, can
Rhea, thanks for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate
At first
that.
it's Baby Yoda, and now it's this. Or not Baby Yoda, Baby Jesus.
Baby G, dude. I've been accused of so many things. I'm politically persecuted. Okay.
Ree, thank you for the $5. I'm about to log off, but I appreciate what you did. Thank you so much.
He's king.
Okay. Yeah. I'm honestly, if you don't have a preference for, we could just chill. But like, I don't know. I don't mind. I'm cool with either or. I was just asking to see what you thought.
Yeah. You want to invite him over?
I mean,
We
would
should
they want
probably-
to?
We should probably do it in text.
Yeah. You want to do it?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? How old are you? Nope. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
19.
Did you vote Trump?
Yep.
Why so?
Because obviously what he's done with Egypt, giving them the properties and
What
stuff
state
like
do you
that.
live in?
He's trolling. Good for you. Unlucky for you. I know my brain rot, sir. Unlucky for you.
A British accent.
It's the properties in Egypt. Do you know what happens when you buy a property in Egypt, Parker?
What?
They give you the property.
Okay. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
20.
Did you vote Trump?
Yes.
Why so? Bro, why does
Mainly
your profile picture look like Dean's face?
because I'm ginger.
What?
No, my
Because he's
profile.
ginger.
Yeah, because I'm ginger. I'm assuming
doesn't-
Dean is
that doesn't
probably
look-
Irish, so I'm.
That doesn't look like my face.
No,
Alright, my
that-
bad, bro.
it looks like Dean's face, but with like a different hair, you know.
I mean, kind of low key. I mean, the skin tone's kind of the same.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So what were you saying?
Mainly his views on abortion. All right, bro.
What about abortion?
I don't necessarily agree with like abortion in the sense that like if you just want one, you can
Okay.
get one.
Where in the human body does conception occur?
Don't do this to me, bro. Don't do this to me. I would, bro. Stop doing that. It doesn't make it any like less valuable, of my opinion, if I don't know necessarily like all the biological components and making like.
You mean fifth grade biology? First day.
Okay, the ovaries, bro. Like I don't know
You
which
think
one.
you think conception occurs in the ovaries?
No, like the seed goes to the egg creates the baby, and then boom, life.
Yeah, but where in the human body does that occur?
Like, are you like I? Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it about. I don't know.
Yeah, that's called
I
the
feel like that's
fallopian.
fair though. It's like not necessarily like my field of expertise, but I still
It's
feel
called the
like
fallopian tubes.
Yeah, we need this guy in Congress, bro.
Yeah.
No, for real. Well, I mean, I'm not saying like I'm some like super knowledgeable like person, but I'm saying
what
like
do women pee out of?
Huh?
What do women pee out of?
Their vagina.
Isaiah,
Whatever.
what do you? Okay,
Their urethra.
Okay.
wait. How many holes do you think women have below the waist?
In typical.
Below the waist.
Yeah.
2. What?
Okay, so I just want to get this straight. So do you think that women pee out of the same hole that a baby comes out of?
No. Isn't there like 2 separate tracks or something like that? I don't know. Like yeah, you have like one like there's like a flap, right? Or am I tripping?
Okay, so they have the pee hole, the
All right,
vagina
bro.
where the baby
Don't
comes
be
out.
like super
So
condescending.
do you
bro.
think
Like,
that?
I
Do you
get it
think
that I'm not like
do
super
you
knowledgeable?
think
about
that
this.
that women don't have an anus? Like women don't poop?
No, they do.
Well, then how could there so if there's 3 functions that we could see to occur below the waist of a woman, and you think there's 2 holes, that mean that one hole will have 2 functions. So what hole has 2 functions? Or the wee, the woo, and then the baby comes out of.
I don't know how this like particularly goes towards the argument. I get that I'm not like super knowledgeable about like the circumstances.
It's fine. So like,
I feel like that's like valid though. Like not everybody has to have like
No,
an immense amount of knowledge
it's
about-
okay. You're saying you're in a burning building, right? And you can either save a tray of 5 embryos, or you can save a newborn baby. What you saving?
Tray of 5 embryos. Is it guaranteed that like the embryos are gonna live?
Yeah.
Yes, the 5 embryos.
Okay. Would you rather save 5 embryos or me?
It's guaranteed like these 5 embryos are going to live, right?
Yep.
Yeah, then yeah, the 5 embryos. Well, I mean, no
Actually,
disrespect to you. Like,
can
no
I-
disrespect
can I
to you. I
ask
still
that,
think you're cool, but like,
Do you genuinely believe that with conviction?
I think the value. I think okay. Well, okay.
Like I know, like be honest. Like okay, you made a point that's logically consistent with your position. Good job.
Yeah.
Gold star.
Thank you.
My question is, do you have like genuine conviction in that belief?
Like my heart like feels heavy with it. Yeah,
Like-
I feel like yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to like troll or nothing. I'm being serious. I mean, like if I have the opportunity to like.
Wait, then also, why do we need to imply certainty about them becoming an individual like you or I?
Also,
when
so
there's
you
no-
would save 5
Wait.
of these over me?
I don't think that's an embryo, is it?
You don't think that's an embryo?
Is that like an alien, bro?
Can I finish my point out after this?
Yeah, go ahead. Just go ahead right now.
Just go ahead. Yeah.
So you said that if the embryos would certainly become individuals like you and I, then then you'd save them. But like, there's no certainty that Parker will live another day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
so
life
it's like,
is,
who
life
are you
is-
saving? Like 5 cryogenically frozen unicellular human zygotes that may one day be implanted and be an individual like you and I, or like 1 cancer patient that may die in the next 7 months or get better and live another 50
But
years.
I also feel like that argument's like very much like convoluted. Like it's very hard to like get inside of that like argument and say like, yeah, well, that's why I asked like with the presupposition if like these 5 embryos are going to live, because like that's going to be the important factor. Like
Wait,
if I'm not,
you just said presupposition. Do you debate? Are you like in
no,
it's just
I attend college for finance and public speaking.
Yeah. Wait. So, but like the point is that you think this is an alien?
Bro, I don't know, dude. Stop trolling me.
it kind of does. It kind of does look like.
You ever seen like a Alien versus
Well,
like
that is literally a
Yes,
human.
yes, yes. It actually does look like an alien off of Alien versus Predator.
It's a human. It's a human fetus, bro. So
Well, it's not
you under-
necessarily about what it
you
looks
said
like or
you,
what it is
you-
in the moment. It has the
unironically, you said you would
capacity to
save.
deploy
You
life,
said you would
know?
save 5 of these over me. This looks
Well,
like
it's
it's
not-
from Halo.
Well, I feel like that's very much like just current thinking and not like thinking of the future. I mean, like you could say, well, I mean, like okay, well,
Yeah,
alright,
you'd rather me burn alive than fucking 5 embryos.
Are you hurt?
Halo?
Like I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I am fucking hurt, dude.
This guy
I am
cooked your
fucking
ass.
hurt. I am fucking
This guy
hurt.
cooked you.
What the
This guy
fuck,
cooked your
dude?
ass.
You'd
That's
save
funny as
5 fucking embryos over me, dude? What the fuck, dude?
You're a great guy.
You said, is it an alien? And you're like, oh, I'd save them over you, dude. Like, Jesus
that's-
Christ, dude, come on.
That's good.
It will
Isaiah,
make
that's
more
good,
sense
that's
if
good.
I can explain like my opinion on it. Okay, so
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
go
lot
for
of
it, bud.
okay. All right, a lot of like what people that I hear from like especially like the left side whenever they're talking about like abortions and whatnot is the capacity to deploy consciousness, which I think is like kind of like a circular meaning. It just kind of like falls within itself. But like the capacity to deploy consciousness is like in itself, it's saying that person has the capacity to like live. You know what I mean?
Okay,
I think it's very valuable. I think that's a very valuable thing.
Gina,
And
thank you
I-
for the $1 for saying you'd save me over the 5 embryos. I
Can I-
appreciate it. Thank you.
Can I? Okay, I'm gonna cook you. Okay, it's time to cook. I'm gonna
no,
drill you
please.
down.
I really would love to hear your opinions. I'm not trying to be like.
I
closed
know.
off.
I'm being funny.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, well, we could talk about the pro-sentience position. I want to talk about your position as well, though. So you value the life of a fetus because you value all humans that are alive. Is that your position?
Yeah.
Okay. I find a lot of issues with that position. Do you think that it's like murder to pull the plug on a brain dead patient since they're human and alive?
So okay. So that goes back to like the what I was talking before, like the capacity to deploy consciousness. I feel like there's a lot of like uncontrollable variables whenever you're talking about like a vegetable inside, like literally living inside like a comatose state.
Yeah. So
I look at,
well,
I don't think that's the correct term to use, by the way.
Well,
I think that you probably shouldn't use that term. But
then
like,
also
just to refer
about-
someone who's brain dead, just say like they're brain dead or something.
Also, like about a brain dead patient. So they have a permanent cessation of all cognitive function. They will never have a conscious experience ever again. And the only reason that they're human alive and not human and dead is because they're connected to the life support. However,
Yeah.
right, if your 2 classifications for moral value is being human and alive, a brain dead patient would fit under that principle. Right? So if you tell us that you don't value the life of the brain dead individual, we could see where the conversation goes from there, but let's just clarify on that point. Does a brain dead individual have the right to life?
that's difficult.
The answer is like should be no, right? And like just say no. Let's make the conversation easy.
I mean,
yes or
yes,
no?
but like, okay. Do you feel like would you feel convicted if you were the one pulling the plug on that though?
I wouldn't feel that bad, but listen, you could even like feel bad about doing something while not associating any moral value with that thing. Like for instance, like I would feel pretty bad if I walked up to my car and broke the windshield, or I'd feel pretty bad if I took my 8-year-old nephew's painting and
so you're
tore it in
basically
half.
taking like
But we don't
all empathy
associate.
out of it.
Well,
Like, you're
I don't
taking-
think
you're
that
taking-
I don't think that empathy guides moral truths.
I think moral truths guide empathy. That's what I think. I think like if you ground yourself in morals,
I think that
like,
I think that moral truths guide empathy. However, I don't think that all empathy is guided by moral truths. Like, would you feel bad if you like ripped the Mona Lisa in half? Yeah, but it doesn't have the right to life.
Yeah, I would.
So do you think that a brain dead patient has a right to life? Although you may have empathy for a brain dead patient. I have empathy for dead bodies. If a dead body got graped, I'd be like, fuck no, that's so wrong.
Is it okay? So you're saying like with 100% certainty, this man is not going to come back whatsoever in any sort of state at all.
He's never going to be conscious ever again.
Yeah, but they're still cellularly alive.
I don't.
We'll get to that.
Okay, me personally, I don't think that it's like. I wouldn't want to be jury, judge, and executioner of that decision. But like, if someone
But
were,
do you think that it's murder? No? Just say it, Isaiah, please, so that we can continue the conversation.
I don't think it's murder. I think it's killing. I think it's like
it is killing because you're taking someone that's alive and you're making them dead. It's killing, but it's not murder. Awesome. So now that we have agreed that's not murder, all that this shows is that this principle of being human alive is not where you derive moral value from. Because if you did derive moral value from said principle, you would constitute that to be murder.
Well, it's not
now, the way that we uncover your true moral principle where you derive value from is going to be looking at the difference between a brain dead patient and you and I, and that difference is where you derive moral value from. The only differences between a brain dead patient and you or I is A, the brain dead patient doesn't have consciousness and you and me do, and the brain dead patient has no future potentiality for consciousness and you and me do.
Yeah, it
so
doesn't
it's
have
either
consciousness,
consciousness
it doesn't have the
or the
capacity to
future
deploy
potentiality for consciousness that you find to be morally valuable.
Yes,
So,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm guessing because you value the life of a fetus and it doesn't currently have consciousness deployed, it's the future potentiality for consciousness that you value,
Yeah,
correct?
you're right on the money. Right on the money.
Phenomenal. So in other words, correct me if I'm wrong, your argument really is consciousness equals right to life. A fetus has the potentiality to be conscious in the future, therefore we should extend that right to the life to the fetus now.
100% correct. Yeah.
Okay, the reason I reject your position isn't because of any internal contradictions with other beliefs you may hold, but it's because it yields very absurd conclusions. And I'll detail one to you.
Yeah, how so?
If
How
we
so?
want to accept this logic, you're basically suggesting the principle that if a trait grants a right and an entity has the potential to have said trait in the future, we extend the right to that entity now. The way to reframe this principle in a way that yields a false, absurd conclusion is to say the trait of being 18 years old grants the right to consent to sex. A 10-year-old has a potentiality to be 18 in the future, but we'd say we shouldn't extend that right to consent to sex to the 10-year-old now.
No, I don't think we would be consenting the right to like the 10-year-old being able to have sex. That's just kind of
exactly.
But
But
I also feel
following
like
the
that's very
logic, but
two
following the
different
principle that
situations.
drives. Well, the difference
with a lot of
between
different other factors.
So the difference between the two scenarios is what trait is granting what right. It's the difference between consciousness granting the right to life and being 18 granting the right to consent to sex, and what entity will have the trait in the future that you're extending that right to. For the first scenario of abortion, it's a fetus that will be conscious in the future, and for the second scenario, it's a 10-year-old that will be 18 in the future. So it's the same exact principle, logically speaking. However, you're just switching the inputs and outputs insofar as what trait it is, what right the trait is granting, and what entity will have the trait in the future, and what trait is being extended to the entity now. Do you kind of understand that, like logically speaking?
I'm understanding what you're saying, and I understand like how you're. I get where you're coming from. I understand like how like your process of thinking about that, and like how you like derive like your opinions from that. But also like those are very two different situations with two different sets of factors, and also like the consciousness to be able to make the decision to have sex, like period, is also derived from having consciousness, which therefore that like the zygote doesn't have. You know what I mean? Like that's not up to the you know what I'm saying? But it's you're making...
so basically you're saying that the reason we grant the right to consent to sex is predicated upon a certain level of rational thinking ability, right,
Yes.
to conceive of what sex is and what it leads to.
Of
Okay,
course.
and that's why we would never grant it to a 10-year-old, because just straight up the 10-year-old doesn't have that, right?
Yeah.
But like I'd say the same thing about a fetus. So the reason I find consciousness to grant the right to life is because consciousness is very morally valuable. It gives you a well-being that could be tended to. It allows this potentiality for you to be harmed. It gives you subjective experiences that we all place a lot of value on. And in the same way, we never give the right to consent to sex to a 10-year-old because they don't have a sufficient level of rational development. We should never grant the right to life to a zygote because it doesn't have consciousness at all, and all of the morally valuable traits of consciousness that derive the right to life are not present in that of the zygote. And I just don't value future potentialities when we're discussing the bestowing of rights. I think confusing the potentiality for a trait with the actualization of a trait, insofar as dishing out rights, is a very bad thing to do.
I love that you brought that up, because I feel like future potentialities is what you're like the difference between you and I. That's the only difference that's like ours. Like I feel like that's the very definitive line between people that think abortion is okay no matter what the circumstance, and then that people think that abortion is not okay whatever the circumstance. But I also think that future potentiality holds value within itself. I don't think that.
Wait, real question, Harry and Chris. Does the face of the profile picture of this individual look like Dean? Any at all? Like any of Dean? Like it looks like Dean's face, right? Or with Dean, do you get more Boss Baby vibes?
More Boss Baby vibes.
I see it. I definitely
He's
see
getting
it.
cooked on the last couple of days of TikTok. Golly, it's ruthless up here, man.
Yeah, Phineas needs to pipe down, man.
All right, bro. That's funny. All right, but no, I feel like the distinction between people that think abortion is okay no matter what the circumstances, and the opposite as well, is the valuing future potentiality. And I think that it's like a very it's a very misconceived notion that that people that don't value it has, I don't know how to
Oh wait, I actually want to take this another out. I have one more argument.
Go ahead.
Looking clean. That's right. So would you say that like a sperm cell is morally valuable because of its future potentiality for a life like yours, or does it not have that value because in order for it to have that future potentiality, it has to conjoin with the egg first?
That's a fair argument. I would say that I do value to a sense, because I don't want to go around sleeping with everybody, because I feel I have a sense
I'm
of,
literally talking about a sperm cell. It's like is it murder to kill a sperm cell because of its future potentiality to be like you?
That's a tough. Honestly, no, but I also don't feel like that's
No.
kind of
There's a good way, and there is a difference though, because in order for the sperm to genuinely be on a track to be like you or I, it first has to conceive with the egg, right? So there has to be an external influence on the sperm in order for it to yield that potentiality, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the reason you don't value it. Now it's time for an analogy where we could use to test this logic. Let's just imagine that we have a brain dead baby on a table in front of us, and we have a solution in a syringe that if we were to inject it into the brain dead baby, it would just regain consciousness. So think of the brain dead baby like the sperm, think of the solution in the syringe like the egg. These two things have to meet together in order for there to be a future potentiality for consciousness, which means you wouldn't value it similar to how you wouldn't value the sperm. So do you think it would just be okay to cut that newborn baby's head off compared to injecting it with a solution to make it conscious again?
No, I would want to inject it with the solution for consciousness. Yeah, but I mean,
and would you say it's morally wrong to just let it die and not give it that solution?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But what reason do you have to consider that to be morally wrong? You have no reason. It seems contradictory to the logic that you've been given to us so far, meaning that your principle seems weak. Because you have no reason to value the life of that baby, similar to how you have no reason to value the life of the sperm.
Okay, so so the difference is potentiality, not future potentiality.
There's no if there's no future potentiality in the sperm, there's no future potentiality in the brain dead baby.
Potentiality in itself, because now you're not talking about the future anymore. Now you're just talking about current potentiality.
Yeah. Sure. When I say future potential, I mean potentiality that exists right now for a trait in the future.
Yeah. So I would feel convicted if I weren't able to put the solution inside of the baby to bring it back to life, quote unquote, bring it back to life, because I feel like that would be just fucked up. If I see a dying man on the street, I'm gonna obviously I'm gonna feel convicted to help that man.
But what's the difference between the brain dead baby and the sperm cell? Because the sperm cell on its own won't have a future like yours and I unless it conjoins with the egg, and for that reason you don't value it. But the brain dead baby on its own won't have a future like you or I. It needs to conjoin with a solution, and that's why you shouldn't value it in accordance with your logic.
It's like
Do you understand what I'm saying? If you don't understand what I'm saying, I want to slow it down and rephrase because this is a strong point.
Okay, so yeah, let me. It's just kind of like it's like trying to break the argument down to like a very atomic level, and I'm trying to like.
It is. Yes.
I'm trying
because
to
I realize that you're intelligent, and I usually don't get to run these points on people because they're not intelligent and can't abstractly think. And the reason I'm giving you this argument is because I legitimately think that you could handle it.
Okay, yeah, no. I mean, sperm cells are technically alive. I don't. Yeah, I would want you to rephrase it just a little bit more so I can have like a better understanding.
Okay, I'll try one last time. Parker's up here doing the T-pose. Harry and Chris are just kind of hanging out. I'm overtaking the live. I'll try to run
Dean,
it.
keep cooking. You kidding me?
Hola, mi amo Chris.
Keep cooking.
voy a la
Okay.
playa con
Okay.
mis amigos y yo bebo cerveza.
Shut up, Chris.
So, you have a sperm cell. We
Yeah.
agreed that you don't give moral value to the sperm cell because in order for you to grant it moral value, it has to have the potentiality for consciousness.
I think sperm cells should have human rights.
Sperm cell ultimately well, I bet you can still hear me. My mic just cut out. And that sperm cell ultimately doesn't have the potentiality for consciousness until it conjoins with the egg, right?
Right. Yeah.
So sperm cell on its own, no potential future because it needs to join with the egg. Brain dead baby on its own, no potential future because it needs to conjoin with a solution to give it its consciousness back. Just like the sperm cell needs to conjoin with the egg.
I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't value the life of the sperm cell, and I'm gonna agree with you because I feel like that's what you're trying to lead me to, and I understand that. But also, I feel like it's very like vastly different to like a human experience. I'm just
Yeah,
like
what's the relevant distinction between the life of the sperm cell and the life of the brain dead baby?
like physical being, to be honest. Like you could say that
Physical
sperm-
being? What does that even
Oh,
mean?
I mean that in the sense of like the baby is already like quote unquote has been alive, if that makes sense.
Wait, sperm is living.
Yeah, but it's
Sperm
not
has
like
been alive, and also it's very physical. Trust me.
I
We could just assume that it's brain dead.
bro.
We could
Idiots. I've held it in my hand.
Okay, bro, that's a bit much. That's a bit much.
No, my bad. All right.
Dude. Bro, why were you holding it in your hand? That's crazy. dude.
Bro, I'm reenacting your voice.
Thank you for giving us all a picture in our heads. Thank you. I really appreciate that, dude.
Reenacting you. You gave me the
Jesus Christ, dude.
fucking started it. Whatever. All right. Yeah. No, I understand. I get what you're saying. I understand, but I also like I don't know if it's just like from me and like grounding my like moral beliefs in the sense of like human life is like valuable to me and the potentiality to have human.
Wait,
I feel.
but you didn't value the brain dead baby.
No, I said I would give it the solution. No,
Wait, sorry, what'd you say?
I said I would give it the solution. Did I not?
Yeah, no, he does value the brain dead baby, and that's the issue. Because you
Wait.
find it morally wrong to not give the solution to make it unbrain dead. But that's like
I
saying it's
understand,
morally
Parker.
wrong
I
to
understand,
like
Parker.
not
It's different,
give
yeah.
every sperm cell an egg to conceive.
Yeah. I understand, Parker. This is like a very like different like. It contradicts what I'm saying in itself, but also I feel like it's very vastly different. I don't know. I have a very strong.
The only difference would be like the aesthetics. Like a newborn baby looks like something we value, a sperm doesn't.
Yeah, it's just kind of like more heartbreaking, if that makes sense. Like it's more heartbreaking to like see a baby die than like a fucking sperm cell. Like let's be real. Like if
I think it's more heartbreaking to see me die than 5 embryos, but apparently you didn't share that same intuition, Isaiah. Apparently you didn't share that same intuition. Apparently I'm not as valuable as 5 fucking embryos.
You did change my opinion. I will say this. Dean did change my opinion. I would save you instead. All right.
Okay,
But only
good.
you, nobody else.
Okay, so you wouldn't save Harry or Chris or Dean?
Okay, Harry's chill. I don't know about Chris. I don't never seen.
I'm about to click out on this shit, I'm about to click. I'm about to click out on this shit, I'm about to click. I'm down to click out on the hoes, make a crime scene. I click the trigger on a stick like a high beam. And I would Bentley Will
Like I'm back at my
19.
I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, Harry and Chris are low-key some bros, dude. These are some bros down here.
Nadine, Christine,
Like I feel like Harry would join a frat. You know what I mean?
I can invite him to mine. I'm not opposed.
They send me naked pictures, it's the small things. You niggas still.
The verse. It's a top 5. I mean, this song, like, bro, even J. Cole's verse here, like in the beginning.
First of all, I would never join a fraternity.
Well,
I am
listen, right.
vehemently against Greek life.
No, come to mine. Come to mine.
No, the
Oh, of
first,
course
if I
you're
ever
in a
got
frat,
elected
of
president,
course.
the first thing I do on day one is defund universities out of Greek life.
All right, Isaiah.
Bro.
We're gonna go on to the next person. Appreciate you
Hey,
coming up.
Harry, you never been to CU, man. Pull up to CU,
You're
your
right,
mind
Noah,
will
you're right,
change.
you're right. You're right, you're right.
All right, everyone. Let's get this next
Double
MAGA
tap
idiot
screen,
on
everyone.
live.
Double
Keep
tap
tapping that screen. Let's get to 1 million likes, everyone. We got 7.5 thousand
Oh,
people. Let's get to a million.
this guy's lived out.
Lived out? Okay, lived out. Let's go on to the next person. We need some insane MAGA. Oh, gosh.
Hey, by the way, I just want to let y'all know that this is the penis live, all right?
No, Dean, it's hairy penis?
Yeah, this is the
Hairy, and then peen, and then
yeah,
this.
this is the
Yeah,
hairy
y'all
penis
gotta be
live.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Y'all gotta be playing with me, bro.
Bro.
Y'all gotta be playing.
Come on,
with me.
bro.
What are you talking about?
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yo, Chris, did you vote Trump? Evil Chris.
Yes, I did, brother. I voted for Trump. That's right.
Why'd you vote for Trump, Evil Chris?
Why does he sound like an AI voice?
I'm not an AI voice. I'm from the South. I'm from Mississippi.
Okay, I got a couple people to thank for some donations real quick. Miriam, thank you so much with a $15 donation on PayPal saying, Dean, you articulate yourself with such accuracy. Well, I appreciate you for the love, Miriam. And then Perry, P-E-R-I, with a $50 on Venmo for the taxes on the dishwasher. Thank you so much for spreading knowledge and educating others. You've shown me how to question my previous beliefs, and I'm proud of who I've become in doing so. Perry, I love you. Shout out to Perry.
W's.
Shout out to Miriam.
W's.
As
Guys,
well
double
as
tap the
Lily,
screen.
thanks for the $10.
If we
And
get to
Ava with the $10.
If we get to a million,
And Kira with the 10. Sorry.
W's.
Thank you for the $10.
If we get to a million likes in the next 5 minutes, Dean has agreed to shave his head on live. Buzz it all
Kenzie,
off.
thank you for the $5.
I
Thank
heard
you so
that
much,
too,
Zoe.
dude. I
Thank you for
heard
the
that too,
dollar.
actually.
Yeeling, thank you so much for the $5.
Nah,
Hannah, thank you for the 50 cents.
Let me be honest, Brad Cook. All right,
Jay,
Mr.
thanks for the
Clean.
five.
Nah,
Bald-
Mr.
bald
Mr.
Dean.
Nah, Mr. Dean.
I'd come back.
Mr. Dean is crazy.
Dean, you could get your bald ass head waxed, man. That shit. I'd be looking at my reflection in that shit, man.
Yeah, Dean, you should do a meme. You should do a meme where you do
What the hell
where you
you
do like a
just say,
bald
brother?
hat, bald cap,
Bro,
and be like Mr. Dean.
Kira's already beat you to it. There's an edit out there of me with a bald filter on and a bunch of different pictures with like 100,000.
Oh, great.
likes.
That's
They
good.
already
That's
beat you
crazy.
to it.
Bald Dean.
Yo,
Susie,
Stevan,
thank you
thanks
for
for
the
the
dollar. Okay, sorry,
five.
Evil Chris,
Yeah,
go for
thanks
it.
for the 2 as well. I appreciate you.
Wait, I'm so
Rhea,
sorry.
thanks
Before
for the 5 cents. Yee Lee, thanks for the 5. And Jay, thanks for the 5.
Yo,
I
Harry, shut the
appreciate y'all.
fuck up.
Can I just
Before-
get the hour, bro?
Before Evil Chris goes to it, I do have to thank Ashley for the $30 donation on PayPal. Thank you so much for the love, Ashley. 300 big booms in the chat for Ashley. Ashley says, "Love the more
300
intellectual."
300 big
I'd
what?
love to see you do more of them. I appreciate it.
Thanks for the
What?
2 as well.
Big booms.
Yeah. Chris just can't get his mind out of the goddamn gutter.
I thought he said something different. I was waiting for it too.
You fucking.
All right, Evil Chris, go for it. What's the reason why you voted Trump?
You disgusting.
Well, listen,
pig.
hey, I just wanted to preface this. I don't
I've
do the
gotten way
TikTok
too
very
comfortable on
much,
this app, bro.
but I got a video on my TikTok. I didn't even know who this guy Dean was, but he got dog walked by a woman when he made a claim that Democrats aren't as Democrats are more
You talking about
patriotic
Emily?
than Republicans.
Are you talking
No,
about
he's
Emily, like
he's
the
talking
blonde
about
girl?
Jubilee. He's talking about Jubilee. No.
Yeah,
Oh.
Jubilee. I've never seen any of these lives. This is my first time cruising and bruising on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
What
like,
you
what
cruise
point
and
did he get beat
bruise?
on?
Never mind.
Yeah. Evil Chris, let's talk about it. Name the claim and name a response. Let's see if I truly got dog walked, as you say. People
You
say I
did.
get dog
It's on
walked by
my
like the
TikTok. It's
dumbest
the first
fucking
video I
humans ever.
posted.
Yeah, they'll be
It's
like,
the
yo,
first video I
and
ever
Dean got
posted on
dog walked by
TikTok.
Emily Wilson.
Wait,
Yeah,
let's should we listen to the clip?
Yeah, listen to it. You got schooled, Bo.
All right, dude, I'll pull it up. Let's see if Dean got schooled. Chris.
Trisha, thank you so much for the dollar. That is a crazy statement. Dude.
What? Who, me?
Susie, thank you for the dollar. No, Trisha.
I thought
said
you were going to start
the
crying.
only
It's about you,
hairy,
bud.
the only hairy peen
Shut up, bro.
that I'll ever love. That's what she said.
What? What?
That's funny.
She said
That's funny.
the only hairy penis that I'll ever love.
No, this can't be the name. We can
Yeah.
come up with something better, dude.
Yeah, wait, how do we even come up with that? How is that?
Okay,
That was the Discord. Okay.
Let's stop
Anyway.
talking about hairy penises. Now let's listen to this guy's quote.
Yeah, you see, you almost started crying at the end, Dean.
And how would you see it as being patriotic in the way that we left Afghanistan?
Oh my God, you're talking about this woman?
That woman.
Yes,
Oh, you don't want to play the video, Dean, because you know you got school.
It's 3 minutes and 40 seconds long.
Isn't that Omar's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
it's Omar's girlfriend.
Yeah,
okay,
dude,
so I
wasn't
just
she,
want
like
to clear.
at January 6th or something? Dude?
Yes,
She's
yes.
like the most insane fucking human.
And she kept interrupting him.
Yeah, dude.
I just want to clarify. Hey, I just want to clarify, Chris.
Person
I just want to clarify, Chris. So this is actually something I had said to Emily Wilson, and I posted it on TikTok. 4 million views. A lot of people share my same sentiment, and I'm going to say it to you too. Republicans don't know how to debate because Republicans don't think abstractly. Republicans don't think with reason, logic, or evidence. Republicans take their emotions and place them on such an incredibly high pedestal to dictate not only what should happen in the lives of others through governmental policy, but also they use their emotions to dictate who won a debate. Instead of reading substance, instead of reading, who had the better logically entailed position, you are literally watching a clip of this nut job sit there across the table from me and interrupt me for 4 minutes straight. And it was so incredibly bad that she was voted out by the rest of the group. And then the rest of the group actually apologized to me for her performance. And half of the comments on the YouTube video are for more sensible Republicans who share the same sentiment that she wasn't fucking debating, she was just interrupting. It's all about the own, the gotcha, the interrupt, whatever means Dean can speak the least, because if she let me speak, she would have got absolutely fucking debunked with every point she ever made.
Dean, all I saw was you making false claims that Trump was in charge of the pullout of Afghanistan.
Bro, can you?
He was.
That's all I saw.
He was. That's true.
Well, she said it was according to Biden and the lawyers, sir.
And this woman also said a plethora of things that made absolutely no fucking sense. So I don't think she's the best source of information here.
What is the claim that?
And Barbie, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. They told me to make a
Dean
Gen Z
made a
heart. I
claim
tried.
that Republicans were not as what'd you say, Dean? Here, I'll let you
Democrats
say.
Democrats are more patriotic than Republicans, which is
there you go.
objectively true.
That's
Because if you
obviously
genuinely had a true sense of patriocy in your country, then you wouldn't have voted for the guy that tried to coup and overturn the results of a presidential election, which can be remembered as the biggest internal attack on the American democracy since the Civil War, sir. Trump admitted to it all, by the way, so don't try to deny it.
I think Biden was responsible for the pullout, and you got schooled in that debate. Let's just move on from that, though.
What?
Wait, why do you think Biden's responsible for the pullout?
Because the attorneys working on the actual Afghanistan deal are the ones who said Biden initiated it.
I don't know what attorneys you're referencing, but we can just look at objective fact, which is that Donald Trump put into place the deal to get out of Afghanistan. It's called the Doha Accords. Are you familiar with those?
No, sir.
So the Doha Accords is the agreement to get out of Afghanistan. It was made with the Taliban. It left out the Afghan government that was governing the country at the time. Donald Trump deliberately did that. We still don't understand why he did that. And as part of this deal, for example, 5,000 Taliban prisoners were released in order to just secure the withdrawal. This deal existed into Biden's administration. Biden was given an option by his generals when he got into office. He spoke about this at the press conference following the withdrawal. His generals said, well, look, either you, one, put tens of thousands of more troops back into Afghanistan, and we know that Afghanistan has killed the majority of American troops in recent years, or we can go through with the withdrawal. We know it's going to be messy. We know this deal's not perfect, but at least it gets us out of Afghanistan. Biden said, I'm not putting more people in harm's way. So he went forward with the withdrawal. The overall point is that if the deal exists under Trump's administration, the deal is not between Trump and the Taliban. The deal is between the Taliban and the United States. Joe Biden, as the new president, still has to enforce that deal. Now let's get into who's actually responsible. The Inspector General of the United States, a nonpartisan appointee, investigated our time in Afghanistan from start to finish. In that report, they concluded that the Doha Accords was a major reason as to why the withdrawal was so messy. H.R. McMaster, one of Donald Trump's former national security advisors who worked on this, said that that deal was bad. It's one of the main reasons as to why our withdrawal was bad. He pointed out the fact that the withdrawal was gradual, and we basically gave all the information to the Taliban away as to how many troops we were taking out and when, along with a number of other Trump officials who disagreed with the deal. So for you to come up here, for anybody to say that, oh yeah, Joe Biden has all the responsibility, it's his fault, is ludicrous.
Okay, all I got to say is who initiated it? It was Joe Biden, sir.
No, it was Donald Trump who initiated it.
Also, I just want to
Okay.
add. I just want to add on 2 more facts here. I find the responsibility of the 13 dead service members to be Trump's fault. The first reason I find this to be Trump's fault is because he negotiated and set up the deal. Then his administration failed to provide information relevant to the pullout to the incoming Biden administration. So there's gross negligence there. And then the second and main reason why I find this to predominantly be the fault of Donald Trump was because a part of the deal that he negotiated was the release of 5,000 Taliban prisoners from a prison near Camp David in Afghanistan, and it was one of those 5,000 prisoners or terrorists that ended up unaliving the 13 service members. I find it to be an incredibly negligent idea to release these individuals who are predisposed towards wanting to kill American troops and then not even informing the incoming Biden administration that he did that at all. So it is absolutely an undeniable fact that at least some of the responsibility of those 13 dead service members falls onto the bloody hands of Donald Trump.
Listen, I'm sure you
Charlie,
rehearsed
thank you
that
so much for the
after
glowing
you got
jellyfish.
dog walked by the woman. It's too bad you didn't bring it up like that during your debate,
I
sir.
couldn't bring it up because she interrupted me. You could literally watch the clip on your own
I thought you were going to
profile.
cry, Dean.
Well, I wasn't gonna cry. I was gonna fucking pull my hair out. But anyways, I mean, you could even watch the clip on your profile, and you could hear me ask her to politely not interrupt
Yeah,
me. Like
check.
10
Get
times
in
in a
my
row.
profile and check out that video and tell me Dean didn't get dog walked. Tell me. You can't say you didn't.
Chris,
Okay,
Chris, I
I'll grant
watched the
any-
video and he didn't get dog walked.
I'll
Right?
grant
You
any
only
validity
think
to your
that because
claim
you
and
have
can
like
combat
2
anything
working
you
brain
say.
cells clacking back and forth in your brain like rocks, dude.
Yeah, Chris, I want to ask you a question. How many inches are in 2 feet?
24
How many corners are in a triangle?
in a triangle. 3,
Okay. How many continents are there?
7.
7. Name 4 of them.
Okay. North America, South America, Europe, and Africa.
Okay, congratulations. You've proven your IQ is at least 45. Let's go for 80. Next question. What is 4 squared?
Oh man, I'm bad at math. I don't know.
Okay, 45 is a cap, sir.
Okay. Well, I wish you would ask me something that have to do with government. I got a poli-sci degree, sir.
Okay, how
All right,
many
let's do
branches
it.
of government are there?
You have a poli-sci and you voted for Trump.
3.
What are they?
The legislative, the executive, and I'm scared right now, so I'm spacing out. Legislative, executive, and why am I? Oh, yeah, the judicial. I'm sorry.
You read it from the chat. Okay, thank you.
I didn't read it. No, I didn't read
Sonia,
it.
thanks for
question.
the $5.
How many people in the Senate?
100,
How many people in the House of Reps?
435.
Okay, you know what? He
Good.
knows it. He knows it.
Scott
He is
Allen,
fully
thanks for the
certain.
69 cents. And Anna,
Come
I just
on,
read your
that's
message.
poli
Thanks for
sci
the
101, sir.
Yeah, and I was
thanks
just
for
saying,
that.
Holland, thank you so much for the $15 for the only 2 brain cells. Kayla, thank you so much for the $5 for the OG hand heart is better. And Judy, thank you so much for the $15 on Venmo. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Hey,
it. Ian,
Ava, thank you so
$5.
much. Thank you so much.
If you want to
for
attack me with political questions, I got one for you.
Robert, thank you for the $5.
Hey,
Go for
Ava,
it.
thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo saying if y'all play Drake again, I'm classifying you as anti-black. That's crazy.
I got
as
a
well as
political
Ashley,
question
thank
for
you
you,
so
sir.
much for the $30
Okay,
on
sorry.
Venmo. And Loving Adventures, thank you so much for the $20 on PayPal as well. You guys are being so incredibly kind today.
Lonnie.
Loving Adventures says, almost on my part, and sent the big bubes to the chat. Thank you for the $20.
Lonnie, thanks for the 2. Woody, does Chris have Venmo? Thanks for the 1. Yes, he does. And
That's
the
right
Vikings
there.
were fraud.
This is Chris's Venmo, everybody. Right
Yeah,
now.
it's actually he changed his name. Just trust the process. Super cool, nice girl. Thank you for the $40 on Cash App as well. Get some W's for super cool, nice girl. I appreciate you so very much. You're
Please.
amazing, and I hope you fully come around by now.
Ash,
Hey, I
thank
got
you
a
for the
political
$3
question
on
for you. How many liberals
ahead.
does it take to keep TikTok going?
Um,
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel
Y'all
about
get out to
Okay,
get normal
okay.
jobs after this shit.
Oh, okay. Can you define real job?
A real job?
Yeah.
Yeah, just making money, making that paper, stacking
So,
it.
so do I have a real job?
Yeah, you got a real job. You're gonna you need a new one, though, sir. That's all I'm saying. I'm not mad at people, out here hustling on the lives, making that money. I wish people would send me money.
I'm just like curious why people say that. Like I have like a pretty large following on other platforms. Like for instance, in the last like 48 hours on Twitter, I'm pretty sure I've gotten close to a combined 10 million views.
what?
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How much
I've had
money
some
do you
videos.
get from Twitter for that? That seems like a lot of views.
Cooked like it not that much. The point is that I'm doing pretty well on other social media platforms, so I don't get like the whole you're gonna have to get a real job if TikTok goes dark.
Yeah, but where are you guys going to be able to debate, geniuses like
Oh,
me
I'm
at?
so glad you asked. So we all have
On
YouTubes linked
YouTube,
in
yeah.
our bios, along with Twitters and Instagram. Everybody should go
And
check those
Twitch,
out for
and
every
Twitch.
single one of us, and Twitch for Chris as
Oh,
well.
and then
follow-
I'll-
And
also-
follow us here. We have only
And follow
200
us as
new
well.
followers today. So if only like a portion of y'all followed for the day, we'd have like a few thousand.
And
Might
then
as
also,
well.
I just want to put it out
TikTok's
there.
only gonna be on for
You said
a short
where
period of
can I
time.
find more debates with geniuses such as yourself? Literally any gas station in southern Texas.
Bro.
Gas station. I mean, I send my workers to fuel up my cans, sir.
Wait, Chris, I have a question. Are you pro-choice?
Pro-choice? Well, it can go either way. I actually, this is the only topic I'm not really Republican on. I think that women should be able to decide what they want.
Okay, so
How
then
do you-
what's more important than women's rights?
What's more important than women's
Yeah,
rights?
like in
God's
2024's
rights, sir.
election.
God's rights, being a God-fearing Christian.
Okay. So,
What?
So answer the question. So specifically, like, what would be more important than women's rights in the 2024 election?
Trump winning, sir, because he's a genius.
So would you
Oh my
vote for
God!
would you vote for Donald Trump even if he were advocating to get rid of the 19th Amendment, like women's right to vote?
This is completely this is hypothetical. I don't
No
know where
shit.
you're going with this line
No
of questioning,
shit. I'm
sir.
asking the question. Answer the question. No shit's a hypothetical. If
I
Donald
vote for Trump
Trump,
because he's a business genius and he's tough on the border.
yeah,
I
6
really vote for him
bankruptcies.
for the
Name
border.
name one business genius with 6 bankruptcies.
Hey, look at all the hotels he's got. He's a genius.
Yeah,
I've stayed in
and
them.
one of the
They're
casinos
nice.
he bankrupted. Now, can you answer the
Or-
Is
question?
this guy trolling?
I'm not trolling, sir. This is who I am.
Okay, I don't think that we could classify him as a business genius because if he were to have taken the $412 million that he got from his daddy, and just put it in the S&P 500, he would have had a higher net worth today than he does now. Like,
Have you read The Art of the Deal, sir?
Just one
Chris
moment.
doesn't respond
If
to
you
anything we
can't-
say. Evil Chris.
If you can't beat out like the S&P 500, you're probably not like that good of a businessman.
Like enough to like vote for them for president or call them a business genius. Secondly,
Yeah.
answer the original question. I would love that.
What's the original question, sir? With your word salad over there. Your
What word
your
salad?
hypothetical situations that you keep bringing up.
You
Why
understand
don't we
how
talk
I
about
just
some
don't-
of the substance like the border?
Wait,
Wait,
if Donald-
hypotheticals
before we do-
can be of
about-
substance.
Yeah, they are of substance, and I'll explain right here. So, if Donald Trump was for repealing the 19th Amendment, getting rid of women's right to vote, would you still vote for him?
This is not true. I don't even know why you're asking that.
I'm just asking,
God.
if this were true, would you vote for him over Kamala Harris?
How did you pass middle school math? You understand, like in middle school math, your teacher would use hypotheticals to demonstrate mathematical concepts. In an
Why don't we
abstract
talk
manner.
about truth like that? He's tougher on the
Wait,
border,
no,
and
but
all
like,
these
yeah,
illegals are
one
taking
second,
our
Chris.
jobs and
Chris, I
killing
just
our
want to be
women.
able. I just want to be able to communicate this point.
Undocumented immigrants are not doing that.
Hypotheticals and abstract thought.
Oh, they're
can-
lighting people on fire in the subway, sir.
hypotheticals and abstract thought can literally make us better understand truth. This is what happened in your middle school math classes when your teacher would ask you, well, if you were given 4 apples and your neighbor was given 2 and you produce twice as much apples as you had last year every new year and you did it for 5 years, how many apples would you have? That was a hypothetical scenario to help you better understand some mathematical concept that you could deploy in your day-to-day life. And when we technical thing, but in the sense of how we understand policy, politics, and critical thought. And I just want to put it out there. The abstract thought that allows humans to understand what a hypothetical scenario is and deploy it in our day-to-day life is the only thing that sets us apart from any other animal on Earth. So when you shit on abstract thought, when you shit on hypotheticals, you are literally advocating for anti-intellectualism. You're telling people to literally be stupider, and it's insane to me.
I came here to talk about the border, and you're trying to be like Professor Dean over here, okay? Talking about morals
Wait,
and
Chris,
values
before
and
we go into that, I really
hypotheticals.
want you to answer my question. You're not answering. If Donald Trump specifically wanted to repeal the 19th Amendment and get rid of women's right to vote, would you still vote for him over Kamala Harris?
That's not even true. I'm not even gonna take your question into account. It makes no sense.
Chris, the reason why it makes sense is because I'm testing the principle that you brought up that, like, even in the context in which Donald Trump is going to restrict women's rights, would you still vote for him? And you said that you would in the context of abortion, so I'm asking if you would hold that true in the context of women's right to vote.
Well, this is just ridiculous. It's like me asking, hey, hey, Parker, do you want $100? There's no point to it. I'm not going to do it. It's not reality. Let's
Chris,
not even talk about
Chris,
it.
evil Chris. I'm convinced that it's not 2, it's fucking 1 brain cell. Please don't make it 0. Now answer the damn question.
Chris, if you were given 5 apples and you doubled your apples every year, how many apples would you have in 3 years?
A lot more than a freaking liberal, because liberals would, they'd be out there making out with each other. Who knows, sir?
What the hell, man?
What the hell, man?
I'm telling you.
Wait,
Wait,
you
Chris.
See how
probably
ridiculous I sound? If
Y'all
you
have
say
some weird-
ridiculous shit, I'm going to say
y'all some
ridiculous
weird
shit.
Wait, guys. He literally just told me that a question that was definitely on one of my math tests in 3rd grade was utterly fucking ridiculous.
I already told you that I was
a
bad
third grader
I'm
is
bad at
literally
math,
more
okay?
intelligent than you are. I literally just fucking pirated a question off of a 3rd grade fucking math test. Are you really?
Chris, you
You're
should
hard
you
to
should
down
be a
that I'm
star
not
on the
good at
new
math.
show.
You're
Are you
not a
smarter
nice
than a
person,
fetus?
sir.
I
You're
think
not-
that'd be a
you're
good
not a
role
nice
for
person,
you.
sir. You're not a
Super
nice
cool,
person.
nice
I
girl.
told
Thank
I
you
was
so much
bad
for the
at math
$20.
already.
Absolutely, thank you so much, super cool, nice girl. And Sid, thank you so much for the $30 on Venmo. Thank you so much, super cool, Sid, thank you so much, and super cool, nice girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all.
Brenna, thanks for the 2. I'm the only Democrat in my poli-sci department in my college, the battlefield. You're doing good work. You're doing
Also, how
good
come
work.
it's
Ian,
always
thanks
like-
for the 1. Super cool,
Here,
nice girl. Thank you for the...
I got a hypothetical.
Hold on,
How
be
many
quiet. I'm
Democrats
thanking
is
Super
it
Cool
gonna
Nice
be
Girl.
until
Hold on,
the
hold on.
Democratic president
Hold
isn't
on.
president again?
Hold on.
Never.
Super Cool Nice Girl.
Never
Thank you for the
gonna happen.
$30. I appreciate you for the reparations
Republicans
for
are gonna
trolling.
dominate.
Ian, thanks
We
for the
own
$1.11
everything.
as well.
The
Chris,
Supreme
appreciate you. And
Court,
Amanda,
the
thank you too.
House, the
Chris,
Senate.
can I ask you a question? How do you feel about January 6th?
And Henry, thanks for the 5 on PayPal. Appreciate you. Sorry.
Chris, how do you feel?
January 6th, I don't think it was an insurrection like everybody makes it out to be. I think he just gave a speech and a bunch of right-wing fools
How do you feel?
ran
How
over
do you
the Capitol,
how
sir.
do you feel that Donald Trump waited over 3 hours to make a statement telling people to go home that day? He was.
This isn't why I voted for Trump. I voted for Trump because he's going to do good at the border,
I understand.
sir.
No, I understand.
I'm a single-issue voter.
I'm giving you the premise that Donald Trump clearly cares more about himself than the American people. So, like, he's the president of the United States. The Capitol perimeter is breached at around 1 p.m. He finishes speaking at 1:10 p.m. He arrives home at the White House at 1:18 p.m. and confirmed he's informed of the violence at 1:21 p.m. And then there's 3+ hours where he says nothing and he watches on Fox News as his supporters beat police officers over the head, multiple of which have taken their own lives now because of the PTSD. So why did he not make a statement that day telling, like, why did it take him so long to tell his supporters to go home?
I believe he did go on and say no violence, sir.
No. I'm asking you, as there's violence occurring, why did it take him over 3 hours to say anything?
I don't know. Maybe he was dealing with a national security
Wait,
matter. Maybe he was pulling
first
out. I don't know what he was doing.
First of all, again, like, this is what my point is. The bar
You
for
can arm back, porter chair, anything you want, sir.
The bar for president of the United States is in the ground. Like, he's the president of the United States. What do you mean he's dealing with something else? A federal building is being stormed by his supporters, and they're chanting about killing the vice president. I think that's his number one security issue. And also, furthermore, we know that he was watching because everybody in his administration, including his chief of staff at the time, testified under oath that Donald Trump was sitting by himself and didn't want to talk about it. The only person who could contact him with it was his chief of staff, who testified, or another staffer testified, that Donald Trump's chief of staff essentially said at around 2:30 that he met with Trump, and Trump said something to the effect of Mike Pence deserves what he's going to get.
Hey, Chris, I don't know if it's really worth doing this to ourselves. So I've been on like this whole like self-care route recently, and I just think that conversations with people like Chris down here, it's more of like a self-destructive thing. So I think if we could all like find our zen and move on to the next guest, I think that maybe.
Well, came here to talk about the border. You don't want to talk about the border, sir? I got facts about the border if you want to go into it.
I will talk to you about the border.
Let's test it.
Dean, I'll have a
Chris,
conversation with him about the border. Then you go for it. Then
can you name one of Trump's effective border policies that he ran on in the 2024 election?
Absolutely, sir. So he's going to reinstate the migrant protection protocols. That's number one.
What the fuck does that mean?
Chloe,
Well, you know what the migrant protection protocols
thank you
are?
for the $50
That's a
donation
policy
on
that he
PayPal,
passed during
Chloe.
his presidency.
Yeah, so I'm
sir.
asking
Chloe, thank you, Chloe.
I'm
W's
asking
to
you
Chloe.
what that does.
Thank you so much. W's to Chloe in the chat for the $50.
And it makes it so when people are applying that they have to wait in their countries, and it makes sense. We're the only country that lets people chill
Yeah,
while you apply, sir.
Yeah, that's all dumb and unconstitutional.
It's not unconstitutional. I've been to 13 countries. No country would ever let me stay there and
Okay,
wait for a visa, sir.
I say it's
No
unconstitutional.
country would let me do that.
The American Constitution and the American laws don't apply to other countries. So.
Yeah, but it's using it as contrast, sir. Other countries don't allow you to sit there and wait.
So is thin lines in Congress to change federal law?
Donald Trump's going to put up more of the wall. He's going to be stricter on immigration. And you know what? I'm up for getting $1,000 a pop for turning these fools in. I'm doing it. Right. If they put out $1,000 a piece, I will call on every immigrant and I will collect a stack.
Wow, that's
every
fucked
time.
up. That's fucked up.
Why is that fucked up, sir? If I go to another country, I can't sit there and wait for a visa, sir. I have to do it from my home country.
Chris,
I gotta grab my food.
Do you think people who have Chris? Do you think that people who have employed undocumented immigrants should be fined or put in prison?
I think that the people who are working illegally should be kicked out. The folks that are giving them jobs aren't even paying them fair wages. It's not fair all
Can you
around.
answer the question?
$5 on Venmo. I appreciate that.
Do you think the business that hires the undocumented immigrant should be fined or put in prison?
Also, if you want to talk about fair wages, please tell me what.
I think that the people working for them should go home, sir. That's what I'm here to talk about, Parker.
So you don't think that they should be fined or put in prison if
Parker,
they hire
is this another
undocumented
hyperbole?
immigrants?
Is this another mental trick that you're trying to walk me down some stupid road? Because I'm not going down the yellow brick road with you. I'm not clicking my heels.
You've been
guy's
walking
not
down
sentient.
stupid roads since the day you were born, Chris.
That's not what my
guy's not
fiance says. She loves me.
Well, I mean, so does my mom. So does your mom, probably. You know, oh, son, I love you.
Yeah, that's great.
Well,
My mom does love me.
We'll say that unconditionally. No matter what. You think your wife's going to tell you that you're stupid?
Hey,
as
listen,
shit?
you're the
No,
one
she'll give
living
you
in
a
an
big ol'
attic or
hug.
some shit. Nobody loves you, Dean. You're in an attic right now.
Chris, actually, quite frankly, I'm not in an attic.
Friends
I'm
let friends
in a
stay on their
garage.
couch. Who's calling you to go over to their
hey,
house, sir?
Hey, Chris, well, I'd love to respond to both of those things, but you have to stop
could have stayed at
yapping
mine.
so I could start talking. So, first of all, I'm not in an attic. I'm in a garage. And
Oh,
second
okay,
of
that's
all,
better.
the
That's where friends
reason,
let friends go.
well, I mean, okay, Chris, I'm trying to speak. You're interrupting. And the reason I'm streaming out of a garage is because people love me and I love them back, and I'm not a vapid piece of shit like you are. So I have a very warm room with a comfortable bed inside, right?
Dean,
And
it's
I love it
sad
so
that you
much.
think a
Chris,
garage is.
okay, Chris, do you mind if I speak? I want to be able to speak to you, and you're not letting me. Can we just do without the mutes and act our age?
Okay, you go ahead, sir.
Thank you. So the reason I'm in a garage right now is because people love me and I love them, and I've voluntarily chosen to stream out of the garage compared to streaming out of the house because I don't want to have my very lovely, non-corrupted grandparents who think that crap is a cuss word, overhear me, being an absolute beast to idiots on the internet. Like, once again, the reason why I'm in the garage is because I care about others more than I care about myself, and I understand how that's not even a conceivable concept from your position.
Is your bed in the garage?
No, it's not. It's in the
Dude, this
house.
guy's got 0 brain cells.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm just checking because friends don't let friends sleep in the garage. That's not love, Dean.
Dude, I would have him literally at my place if he wanted to. You understand that he has friends that are taking care of him in that way, right?
Listen, I was
Yeah.
injured in the military, sir, and when I was injured, I recovered on my friend's couch, and he fed me.
Nice, and okay. And like, secondly, it's not like an issue of like politics. Like, for whatever reason, you guys always want to wrap this into my politics. I had so many individuals on the right reach out to me and offer me a room, offer me a place to stay, when in all reality, it's just an issue of jealousy. You're jealous of me, Chris, so then you're like, haha, garage boy. Little do you know that being a garage boy just means that I have a lot of respect and decency for my grandparents in the house.
I retired at 24. I'm not jealous of you, sir. I have not worked since I've been 24. I got that paper. I got millions in the bank, sir. I'm not jealous of you at all. I'm actually happy that you found a career that you love
Then
and enjoy.
Evil Chris, give me some. You said you got millions. Give me some.
Yeah, you want to pass
Well,
some
it's
our
in a
way?
retirement pension. I made it so I can't access it till like each month comes along, so I don't spend it all, sir. It's called the smart thing to do.
Well, I don't think that you're jealous of how much money
So you
I
can
have.
only access it small. That doesn't even make any sense.
Well,
Yeah,
Also,
I
I just want to clarify.
Anyways.
I just want to clarify. I don't think that you're jealous of how
If
much
it's
money I
retirement,
have.
how do you take it out? Sorry.
It's in a fund and in a bank account where it releases a certain percentage to me each month, so I don't go crazy and spend it all in Vegas
you
or
could
some
set that
shit.
up. Then also, I just want to clarify. I don't think that you're jealous of how much money I have. Like, for God fucking sake, I'm streaming out of a garage. I think that you're jealous of my intellect. We're having a totally fine debate. The next thing you know, up comes this idea that nobody loves me because I'm living in a garage.
What the fuck is going on, dude?
All right, can we talk about the border or what here? I came to talk about the border. I'm a single issue voter. Well, double issue.
Wait,
Trump's
what
a
state?
genius.
What state did you vote in?
Mississippi.
This person's trolling. Trump's a genius is the craziest, dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life.
Yeah,
he literally
it's
said
called
windmills are causing whales to die in numbers never seen before.
It's
You think
called
that's a
reality,
genius
sir. You
statement?
figured out how to be president not once but twice, sir. He's a genius. He
So is
figured it
Obama
out.
a genius?
And Paula said that you're a liar, Chris. Paula said you're a liar.
I don't care if you think I'm lying. I don't
Barbie,
need
I
to prove
appreciate the
myself to anybody here.
$5. Sherry, thanks for the $4.86. Hamero, thanks for the $5.01. Kali, thanks for the $5. Brenna, thanks for the $2. Is Obama a genius? You said that since Donald Trump became president twice. Does that mean Obama's a genius as well?
Obama is a genius.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. I used to be a Democrat. I voted for Obama, but I switched.
I'm asking you, do you think Obama's a genius?
Okay,
I think he's pretty smart. I think Obama's pretty smart.
Why do you say that Obama's only pretty smart and that Donald Trump's a genius? I thought you said that since Donald Trump became president twice, that means he's a genius.
Well, sir, I mean it in the sense where there's no precedence in recent history of somebody running again years later, sir. That's why I said he's a genius. He figured that out.
And I also think it's a fucking precedent to be the first black president in the United States of America.
Yeah. Wait, he figured that one out.
What?
Do you think that Kamala Harris is a genius then because she became the first woman vice president in American history?
I was in the army when Obama became president. I was proud that he was the first black president. I thought it was a major feat.
No,
Wait. Would you consider Joe Biden to be a genius because he served two non-consecutive terms in the White House?
He's stupid.
But he
He's
served two
stupid and old.
non-consecutive. But he served
He's
two.
geriatric.
But he served two non-consecutive terms in the White House.
But does he have
Wait, actually
hotels all
three.
over the world?
Wait, he
Huh?
served three consecutive then non-consecutive terms
Three
in the fucking
non-consecutive
White
terms.
House.
Biden is the worst president we've ever had. Even Parker.
This goes back to
Parker
the-
Wait,
said in
let's
one of his
talk about
videos
this.
The other day that
Chris,
Biden was
name
was
one
stupid.
bad policy that Biden influenced to get passed through Congress.
What?
I never even paid attention to
Biden
his
was one of the
policies,
best
sir.
presidents.
So what the
Biden was
fuck
one of
are
the
you-
best presidents we've ever had.
Listen, Chris,
Yeah,
please.
because-
How can
how
you
is he the
say
best
that
president
Biden
we've ever
sucks?
had?
Hold on, be quiet. How can you say that Biden sucks, but by your own admission, you never paid attention to what Biden the paper you want, which is
This guy's an idiot. Can I see some of that?
I'll
Yeah,
tell you, my memory from the army started when I was 24. sir.
Let's go ban for
Then I
ban.
got into
right now.
investing.
I'm just kidding.
I got
Just
two
kidding.
pensions. I got two pensions, sir. And I don't got to prove
give me
myself
one
to
of
you. I
them.
don't care.
Yeah, can we have one?
Yeah, let's give it.
Can I have one of
your-
the pensions?
Yeah.
Come on, your pension is all these people. They send you all that money. I'm not jealous of that. I'm actually happy for you whenever you're like, hey, thanks for the 50. That's awesome. I think that's pretty cool. I'm not a hater. I just hate Democrats.
Angelina,
I
thank
think they're stupid.
you are. Yeah, I'm not a hater, but I just hate Democrats. So I'm a hater. Funny. That was pretty
No,
funny.
that makes sense, dude. I like that. I like that. I like
That was pretty funny, Chris. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Hey, Angelina, thank you for the $2 on PayPal. All right, get the hell out of here.
What?
Wendy, thank you for the $5 on Venmo saying ignore the haters. Lindsay with the $6 and the 66 cents. Thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate you for the love. Harry, what are you going to do when you lose your job, buddy? Are you going to put the fries in the bag?
Yeah, I think that's what's. I think.
Yeah, put the fries in the bag, bud.
I think that's what's gonna happen. I guess. I'm gonna be live streaming it.
I can't even see the guest. My shit is so lagged.
We can see her. Or
Did you vote Trump, Lillian?
Yes, because 3 little midgets touched me.
Bro.
I think women don't
the
like
next
you.
individual
This is
only
why
send a
you're
guest
angry.
request if you did vote Trump.
Paula, thanks for the $5. Please tell Evil Chris to read a book. Maybe he learned something. Let him know. Let him know, Paula. Put him in his place. I love it.
And Tweety, thank you so much for the $20 towards your pension. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's so glitched. I can't even see the chat. The chat's not moving for me. Also, like you guys are frozen for
Just
me.
restart. Just restart.
Yo, it looks like Kevin O'Leary.
I tried to. I swiped out of the app and it didn't.
I saw. I thought you were about to say, yeah.
Kevin O'Leary offered $20 billion to buy TikTok in cash.
By the way, I don't know if you can see this, Parker, but this guy has his profile picture is the edited photo of all of us in Vegas in like the leather outfit.
Yeah, I know. I can't see it. I can't hear them at all.
Hey, Edwin, I got a question for you.
I can't even kick them because I don't see them.
Edwin, how come you have a picture of 4 young men, one under the age of 20 in that picture, and AI rubberware on your camera roll? That's pretty suspicious. Apparently, let me try to add someone up.
I can't see them.
Let me see if I could add them up, because then I could just handle the queue for you, so you don't have to like end the live or anything.
Yeah, because I actually I literally can't.
Hey, chat, can you guys see Blake?
They can't hear or see the guest.
Chat, can you guys?
One sec, we're trying to
Dude,
figure
it's
out.
so glitched. Should we just
Oh,
go
wow.
over to a different person's account?
Yeah, we could go on my stream.
Yeah, I'm down to do that because it's like literally it's actually unusable right now.
Yeah, we want to do a raid.
We have 7,000 people, and I just don't want to lose the 7,000 people. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why I'm thinking. I go start my stream right now. I request to co-host you, and then we just try to have as many people come over as possible. Unless you want to stay here.
Yep, that makes sense.
All right. Do you just want me to go do it right now? So
let's do that.
All right.
Yep.
Bet.
Yep. Are
All
you
right.
gonna join us?
I think I have to go eat food now.
Chris
because
coming,
I haven't
or?
eaten all day. I don't know, but I'll see. I'll debate. All right, man. Thanks for having me up. But we'll talk.
Yeah. No. Up to you, bro. Of course.
All right, man.
Good
Appreciate
seeing
you. Yes, sir.
All right. I'll see you here pretty soon. All right, everyone, stay here. I gotta. Oh my gosh. My co-host with creators is not opening. It's not opening at all. I'm like literally stuck, dude. What is this stream, dude? What is it? What is happening? I can't see anything. It's so glitched, chat. It's so glitched.